Yo. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing this evening? Welcome to another edition of the So What You Saying podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Willie Will, and I'm back. I'm solo dolo this week. Uh, sorry, it's been a little while before. It's been a little while. I've had some things going on. I've had some changes I'm trying to make. And, we here. We here. As always, I want to thank everybody for joining me. Anybody who's joining me on YouTube, anybody who's joining me on Facebook, and of course, anybody who's joining me on Instagram. Now, I want everybody to understand this is the first time I am kind of trying this. I am simultaneously streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And I am, trying things out, trying to make this stream better than it should be. I'm actually in a different setup. I'm not in the high chairs I usually am. I am in my uh, in my desk chair, and it's a little more comfortable. Definitely is a little more comfortable, a little more lower to the ground, but the camera setup looks good. I'm looking at it here on this side where I'm at uh, in my computer, on my second computer, and it looks good. Everything looks good. Yes, I do now have a two computer setup. It is now official, and everything is rolling good. What I did figure out during all this time was the computer I was using to not only uh, the computer I was using for the streaming and showing you guys any memes, any things like that. Um, it kind of slowed down the process. So basically, I was streaming to you guys, but then I was, trying to show you guys something, and then maybe trying to grab something on YouTube, and it was, it was a little difficult. It was a little difficult, but I've got it all together now, and it looks like the stream is nice and healthy. It doesn't look like anybody is lagging. Let me just check my YouTube numbers because it does look like Facebook is coming through quite nicely, and even YouTube is coming through quite nicely. So everything looks like it's working nicely. Even my Instagram feed looks like it's coming through quite nicely. I'm watching that on my phone, and I am, testing this out, trying to see what, trying to make sure I can get through to all platforms. Uh, Instagram will be a different animal because that won't be a an all the time thing. It will be, maybe something special, maybe you know, maybe a one time thing, maybe once a month, for our subscribers to, just things that, you know, just different platforms, trying things out, trying to make this as best as I humanly possibly can. And I think I'm doing well. I think I'm doing well right now. Um, so again, good afternoon, everybody. Eventually, I will be able to see your comments and chats on the screen, but in this particular setup, I don't have it set up that way just yet. But I will be able to do it at some point, and relatively soon as well, because I feel like the best way to interact with you guys will be to be able to see what you guys are saying, and you know we can answer, get people to interact with us. You know, as I said last time I was here, uh, Ronnie's running around the city somewhere. He might be watching. He might not be watching. Ronnie, what up? Um, and Saquon is, he's going through life struggles as always. And I'm not gonna. This is kind of my baby. I wanted to bring them in, give them an outlet to share their views on things that maybe they wouldn't normally share unless you're in open conversation. But I wanted them to be able to have a platform, and I want everybody to have a platform. As a matter of fact, um, thinking about it, this platform I want to be universal for everybody. There should be nobody that should feel like they can't come here and voice their opinion, say what they got to say, all other good stuff. So again, this is going to be, I'm going to be testing this out over the next few weeks. Um, I'm going to be, streaming simultaneously, trying to make sure the health of the stream works well and all these other good things. And, just to make sure that I can do what I want to do, what I envision in my head. Like I tell people all the time, the visions in your head don't always come to fruition, but you have to, make them come. You got to, put in the work to make them come to the way you want them to come. So I'm going to, I'm going to work this out. I'm definitely going to work this out. In the next few weeks, I'm going to be working out the kinks. I will have Ronnie here, so it'll be a two-pronged attack. Everybody will be here and will be, going on from there. It'll be fun. I'm telling you, it'll definitely be fun. But as always, before I get started on the things we got to get started on, I've got to tell you, as always, you can find us at sowwhatyoursayin5.com. That's SOWTUSAYIN5 at gmail.com. You can find us at So What You Saying on Instagram, What Saying on Twitter, So What You Saying on Facebook, which I have to fix that. And we have the website coming soon. I will talk to you more about that in a minute. And the website will be www.sowwhatyoursayin.com. That's www.sowwtusayin.com. You can also call us at 347-559-6508. And you will be able to join us on Twitch, which is what it looks like will be our main host and goal. You can find us at twitch.tv/sowwhatyoursayin. That's www.twitch.tv/sowwhatyoursayin. SOWTUSAYIN. So, as we get into things, just a few announcements before we move on. So, as you know, I've been working on something big, and it has come to fruition. So, for everybody that doesn't know, I want to invite everybody to the So What You're Saying 12-hour stream, the Subscriber-thon and Fundraiser 12-hour stream. We will be having a 12-hour stream. We will stream simultaneously on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. This will be the way we get out to people. It is so that we can get subscribers to our Twitch page, and we can raise funds so that we can be better here at So What You're Saying. Me, Ronnie, when Saquon comes back, Justin will be here for the 12-hour stream, and we want people to, come subscribe to us, join us on Twitch, because it will be a better platform for us. The move will be better. We will simultaneously still stream on Facebook, and there will be special streams on Twitch. There will be special streams on Facebook. And there will be special streams for our Instagram subscribers, for people who, subscribe to us on Instagram. So with that being said, with us trying to raise funds and, generate revenue to make us a better here, there's ways to donate to the cause. You can Zelle at Williams, WILLIAMSIII Willie, WILLIE @gmail.com. You can Cash App us at $Willie381980. That's once again $Willie381980. Or you can Venmo me at Willie Williams 123. Once again, that's at Willie Williams 123. Those are all the ways you could donate to the cause. You can help us, move on. So, with that being said, I haven't officially made a schedule yet. I do know that we are going to try to, do more things. I'm trying to finalize the things that we're going to do. I want to bring on a couple people who are, following their dreams. Give a couple interviews. I wanted to do a DJ set, but Mr. Twitch is very funny about copyright strikes, and that's not the way I really want to start out our new venture on Twitch. So therefore, I want to, start it off on the right foot. So I'm going to have to 86 that idea, and I'm going to, come up with something else. Maybe there'll be an interview there. Maybe I'll do something else. I'll figure it out. But there are a couple things that I have finalized. There will be a beat the host segment. I want everybody to understand that I know is gonna be fun, and this is going to be when I say beat the host, I want you guys to join. What I mean by the join is I want you guys to come on. It'll be a trivia show. If you beat the host, you can win an Amazon gift card. It'll be a $30 Amazon gift card. I ain't balling, so don't think it's gonna be $150, $100, $200, $300. Don't get me wrong. I would love nothing more than to give away a $100 Amazon gift card. I know everybody, uses Amazon, so therefore, I would love to. That's something I would like to give away to somebody. But you got to beat the host. It's a beat the host segment. We will do our regular show that Saturday, probably about 6:30. There's a versus that Saturday, and it's going to be an interesting versus. It's going to be Cypress Hills versus Onyx. Big Onyx fan here, being that they're from Queens and I'm from Queens, and they're from Jamaica, South Jamaica, which is my neck of the woods. So, very interested to see how that plays off. We will also, throughout the segment, check on how many subscribers we got, check on how many people, are actually, really supporting us as a platform. Excuse me. Supporting us as a platform, as, for the things we want to do. I would really love for you people to donate and support the platform. I know in this day and age, everybody ain't got a whole bunch of money running around. I know everybody is, we're coming out of this COVID malaise. People are trying to get back on their feet. But once again, if you can't donate, please subscribe to us on Twitch. And especially if you have Amazon Prime. If you have Amazon Prime, it's free. Make you a Twitch account, subscribe on Amazon Prime. There you go. Or follow us on Facebook. If you would prefer the Facebook platform, please follow us there. That anything you do to help us, become a bigger platform, become a better platform, it would be a great thing. And I, created this with my friends so that we have a platform to talk our talk, to have some fun, and to give information. And, to interact with you guys. You guys are going to be the reason we're around if we stay around, which I'm hoping we do. But you guys are the reason that we're here, and I want to be able to interact with you guys. Actually, with the website coming up, which, by the way, it is built. It is done. I know I've been talking about this website for a minute, but I found a different way to do it than the way I was going to do it. It is built. It is completely finished. It is a finished product. Only thing I got to do is click a button. It's live now. So if you go there, it'll say if you go to www.sowwhatyoursayin.com, that's SOWUTUSAYIN.com, the page will come up. And as a matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you guys what the page looks like. Hold up. I can do that right quick, and you guys will be able to see it and see what it's about. Okay, it is loading up on the other computer, and voila. You should be able to see it. That is the website. And as you can see, if you go down, you won't be able to see much. But that particular picture is that particular podcast that they have up there is our very, very first episode. The very first episode that we did, it was me, Ronnie, and Cashmere. So it is there. It's just not there. There's also other ways you can listen to us. We'll be on Apple Podcasts, we're on Google Podcasts, Castbox, and we're on Spotify, which is cool because I like being able to be seen and heard on multiple platforms. So, as you can see, that's the website. That's what it looks like right at this particular moment. It does say coming soon. It has our logo up there, and it will be up and available on May 14th. So please join us. Please join us for the 12-hour subscriber-thon and fundraiser for So What You're Saying. Join us for the 12-hour stream. And please, subscribe on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook. Listen to our podcast on your favorite podcasting platform. And make sure you subscribe to us on Facebook as well, because the episodes will be there. I do have to put them up there so that the website will populate the video. Excuse me, just want to adjust that so that the website will populate the video. That way, it'll be on the website as well. So sign up for the website. Subscribe on Twitch. The website signing up is free. Subscribe on Twitch. Follow us on Facebook. Subscribe on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitch. All these things will help us become a bigger platform. Follow us on, listen to us on your favorite podcasting platforms as well. Follow us on Instagram at So What You're Saying. Right now, I am streaming to Instagram, so I am doing a live on Instagram Live. Please, 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 please follow, like, subscribe. It's the best way for us to, grow the platform and be better than what we are right now. So that being said, let me get into the show. The first thing I'm going to pull out. I thought long and hard about this when the Will Smith thing happened. Everybody has their feelings about it. Everybody has their issues about it. Everybody has their comments, their opinions. Better word. Everybody has that. Everybody has these things. And what I've noticed is that everybody's thoughts, opinions, and all that are all over the place. There are people on the side of they agree with what he did. His wife is sick. He should have known better, blah, 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 blah. And then there's people on the side of he shouldn't have did it. Why would you do that? Why would you slap that man? How did you know he knew? Things of that nature. So first, I am going to give my reasoning as to why Will Smith was right, Will Smith was wrong. First, let's go into why he was right. Then let's go there. Let's start with that. Will Smith has already been played as a clown right now. So think about it this way. Will Smith has his wife. We all know about the entanglement with August Alsina. She made him look like a sucker, but with that coming out. Then she made him look even worse with the fact that they went to that red table and they bared it all out. Now, this is my thing with the whole thing. That wasn't the platform for him to do it, but for them to do it, excuse me. But they should have, there was a better way to do it. But the reason I think in where he was right is he's been the butt of jokes ever since this whole August Alsina thing came out with his wife and him. People have to understand that he was already in a bad spot. Already. He was already in a bad spot. And really what happens is now he's even more in a bad spot. Because he was already made a fool of in public. Now he's being made a fool of really in public on national TV. Now, he loves his wife, and I get all that. But there's only but so much you can fool of before somebody's got to get that. And he made a fool of his wife, and, you know, he's already feeling some type of way about that. And I understand, Chris Rock should have been a little more sensitive, because I'm pretty sure he knew Jada had alopecia. And so that she was losing her hair because she has alopecia. But, so in that regard, Chris Rock, you could have, like, come on, you could have laid off the G. Although the joke was fucking funny. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. That joke was fucking funny. But there's a sensitivity to certain things. And you already know, if Will's your man's, as everybody claims he is, you already know that he's already going through something enough, and you press that last button, you got what you paid for, bro. You hit that joke, he got up on stage, popped you across the face, and then walked back to his seat. Hey, I mean, what more can he do? Hey, this is what it is. And people gonna stop with the jokes. And he let them know, keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Now, let's take it to the flip side. I thought long and hard about this, and this is the most important thing, and this is why I think Will is more wrong than right in the situation with Jada and Chris Rock. Before you're a husband, before you were a father, before you were a multi-million-dollar movie star, before you got nice cars, before you were the Fresh Prince with DJ Jazzy Jeff, before you were the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, before you were in any of these multi-gazillion-dollar blockbuster movies, the number one thing you were was a black man. A black man. And you're always going to be that until you lay in a box. And even when you lay in a box, you're still going to be Will Smith, that black man. We are already finding it hard to get into these places that they don't want us in. Just to give you an example, Denzel Washington, who, by the way, afterwards, him and Tyler Perry went and consoled Will, and they were right, but I still think they should have gotten his ass, to be perfectly honest. Denzel Washington, great actor, one of the greatest actors in the history of acting, a legend. That man can can elevate a bad movie to an okay movie to a good movie, and a good movie to a great movie. That's how good of an actor Denzel is. Do you know how many leading roles he's had in movies? Especially one of my favorites, Malcolm X. Malcolm X is one of my favorite movies of all time. And do you know it took for him to play essentially a nigga, for him to win the Oscar for best leading for an actor in a leading role? He had to play a nigga. He had to pretty much. Now, granted, Training Day, great movie. Him, Ethan Hawke, Antoine Fuqua directed, great movie. Great. One of the best movies I've seen in some time. But it took for him to essentially play a nigga for him to get that Oscar. Sidney Poitier, Sammy Davis Jr. I mean, how many times, James Earl Jones, how many times have we as black people been great in movies and the Oscars give it to essentially it's been whitewashed? Excuse me. We've been in and out of we've been in so many lead roles that should have won so many awards. But they keep us out of that. So you went up on that stage, slapped Chris Rock, and you perpetrated violence against another black man when there was another way to handle that. You could have went and said, yo, brah. You could have waited till he got off the stage and said, yo, brah, I wasn't feeling that. You know, there's a conversation that could have been had. But I think that, again, it went off that way because Will had to find a way to let out his pent-up frustrations over everything that was going on with him. And so that's how it came out. So, but you're a black man on a stage where millions of people are watching us. And you're up for an Oscar for a leading actor in a dramatic role. And you went on stage, and not only did you perpetrate violence against another black man, you went on stage and you essentially embarrassed us. Essentially embarrassed us. Okay. Everything is going through. You essentially embarrassed us and made us look like hooligans and hoodlums. Now just hooligans and hoodlums in a tuxedo, in a three-piece suit. You went up there on that stage and you embarrassed us. I don't want to hear the protection of your wife. I don't want to hear none of that. Because we can't do what white people do. I want you to think about this. His punishment afterwards was he was banned from the Oscars. He's banned from the Oscars for the next 10 years. But let me say this. We have Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein sexually assaulting women. I don't see them banning him. And he's been convicted. I forget what the guys who directed The Pianist. He won an Oscar. He's on the run in a whole nother country where there's no extradition because he was having sex with an underage girl. I don't see them banning him from the Oscars. Shit, they both should be non-existent where it comes to the Oscars, where it comes to the Academy. But I don't see them doing anything to these two men. But you went on stage and you went on stage to get all your frustrations out and embarrassed us as black people, as black males, when we're fighting to try to get over the stigma of we're violent, we're nothing but thugs. We're trying to get over it. We're a menace to society. We're trying to get over these things, and this is what you do. You're supposed to help the situation, not hurt the situation. And you went on that stage, and you just set us back. And then what makes it even worse, you did it right before you won that Oscar. Right before they gave you the Oscar for best leading actor in a dramatic role. This is what you did. Bruh, you gotta be above that. It was a joke. Whether you took it that way or not, bruh, it was a joke. And you protecting your wife? No, you're making it look, you looking bad now, bruh. Because we all know that you're going through something with all the stuff, you being made the butt of the joke with your wife and August Alsina. But we know you're going through something. We already know this. We know this 110%. 110%. And this is what you do? This is what you're doing? You're not helping the situation, you're hurting the situation. If you wanted to wait till after the show and then take him out back to scrap with him over that, that's fine. Do that. You know what I'm saying? Say, yo, listen, we going to go to my house in my backyard. We about to scrap. Scrap it out, bro. Do that when you're not in the public view. But you're a public figure. Not only are you a public figure, you're a black public figure. And you must understand that you cannot do what anybody else does. You have to be more, you have to have some more restraint than that. I respect the fact that you think you were defending your wife. I respect the fact that you think you were doing the right thing at the time. And it could have been the heat of the moment. Nobody could be mad at you for that. Nobody. But at the end of the day, you, Willard Smith, cannot do what you just did. And the flip side to that, all that is, he probably doesn't care. He got his off. He got his Oscar. The only thing this now hurts is any movies he might have in the works. Like I saw something the other day that Netflix slowed down on some projects he had going on. That stops your bread, bro. And mind you, I know your kids probably ain't gonna care, but now your kids, wherever they go, it may cause another problem. Because they may be like, yo, I don't want you here. You might do what your dad did to Chris Rock. You might Chris Rock me. Bruh, I understand the premise of what you thought you were doing, but you must understand you cannot do what everybody else, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. Now, I know there's a certain somebody who's not going to agree with me with that. And I know there's going to be a million people who's not going to agree with that. Like, I see people on my Facebook, shout out to all my Facebook followers. Shout out to all my Instagram followers. Shout out to anybody who's going to follow us on Twitch. And shout out to anybody who's going to subscribe to us on YouTube. But I saw on my Facebook feed that there's a lot of females, oh, he did the right thing. There's still guys that protect their wife. Okay. Now, let me ask you a question. And I'm going to put this out there. And you can either call us on the show, email us at sowwhatyoursayin5.com. That's SOWUTUSAYIN 5@gmail.com. Reach out to us. Post it on our Facebook. Post it on our Instagram. DM us on Instagram. DM me on Facebook. But this is what I want to ask you guys. Ask you. You're living a lap of luxury. You're living a good life. Nobody's bothering you. Nobody's doing anything to you. You're going through this with your husband. And he does exactly what Will Smith does. And it all comes crashing down. Now, Chris Rock is the man. He could have pressed charges and you going to jail. Because basically, you assaulted him. And from the stuff that I've read and places that things that I've listened to, and it could be true, it could be not true. The police were waiting for Chris Rock to say, yes, I'm going to press charges to take Will Smith's ass to jail. That would have made it even worse. Because now not only did you slap this man over a joke, not only did you assault this man over a joke, now your ass just won an Oscar, now you got to go to jail. And it could have even been worse. They could have made an example out of you. They could have been like, you know what? We're going to wait. We know he's going to win this Oscar. He really ain't got no competition. He's pressing charges. Just wait till after he make his speech on stage, and then we walking out there, clink, clink, and then you'd have been really embarrassed. All because you thought you was doing the right thing and defending your wife. Now, granted, you should defend your significant other. You should defend your loved ones. You should defend anybody that is in your family and your circle. That's worth defending. Let me say that. Because there's some people in your family, and then there's some people that you know that you wouldn't, you wouldn't spit on them if they were on fire. But what happens then? Hey, look, he may have gotten bail money, and he probably would have copped a plea. Or Chris Rock could have been petty and been like, yo, listen, no plea deals. Let his ass go to jail. I told a joke. He slapped me on stage. I knew I couldn't do nothing back to him, so he basically assaulted me. I'm on his ass locked in jail. No plea deals, nothing. Then what? Now, not only you're going to be a black man, now you're definitely going to be a black man because you're going to go to jail. And you're going to be a black man that won an Oscar for slapping a comedian for doing his job over something that could have been handled completely different. There didn't have to be any violence. There's a conversation that could have been had. Now, granted, Chris Rock could have knew that Jada had alopecia. But instead of him, handling it differently, wait until he got on stage, hey, you know my wife got alopecia. Why you do that? Or he could have been like, yo, I didn't, and Chris Rock could entirely not have known. Chris Rock could have been like, yo, I didn't know she had, this is why there was a way to handle this. He'd be like, yo, you know my, he'd be like, yo, I didn't know. I really honestly didn't know. And why Chris Rock got to lie about that? As a matter of fact, I didn't even know. I didn't know until they said it. I'm dead ass. I didn't know Jada was suffering from alopecia until she actually, until that whole thing transpired. Now, granted, I don't keep up with different things online. Excuse me. I don't keep up with stuff like that unless I'm doing stories for the show or I'm doing stories for, there's something interesting that I think people should know. But I don't, so I didn't know until this actually happened. And then they's like, oh yeah, she's suffering from alopecia. What? I didn't know that. So it is entirely plausible that Chris Rock is like, oh, I really didn't know. My bad. Let the man apologize. No, you decided it was okay for you to smack him. Now you look bad. You make us as black people look, or black men. Let's not even say black people, because we already have a stigma, whether it's black men, black women. This is why black women already got to fight hard to get to where they are. This is why black men always still got to fight hard to get over that stigma. People are already concerned for me for even driving while black. And you're just making this fucking worse. Fucking worse. But you got it off. And I want to congratulate you for winning an Oscar. But you don't know what you did. Us as black people are going to have to pay that price. And it's going to be a very, very long time, I think, unless somebody gives a performance of a lifetime that they can't deny. It's going to be a very long time before they give another black man an Oscar. Thank you, Willard Smith. It's going to be a very long time. Very, very long time. So you just pretty much, kind of sealed our fate, bro. But that's how I thought about that. I just think, yeah, he had his reasons, but he was just wrong. And at the end of the day, he has to realize, yo, listen, it's not always about you, bro. It's not always about you. It's about you. It's not always about you. It's about a bigger picture. And you have to have that bigger, you have to have that foresight to see that it's a bigger picture involved. So I want people to understand that this was not about, it wasn't always, it was, that night should have been about celebrating him for winning that Oscar. He made it about black men being thugs and hooligans because he went up on a stage and slapped another man. Thank you very much, Willard Smith. And that's all I got to say about that. My next point of contention, and yes, it is definitely a point of contention because I kind of feel compelled to talk about this because I'm a dad. I have a 15-year-old daughter, those who know me, and those who have watched the show know that I talk about my 15-year-old all the time. She's the best thing that ever happened to me, and she's helped me become a better man because she's around. So when Kanye West goes and says, hey, listen, I don't want my daughter on TikTok, social media, is this, that, next thing, he's not wrong. Now, let me say this. If you have good enough parents, the way me and the mother of my daughter are, there's only a limit that you can do. Like, I'm, as a father of a girl, as a girl dad, because yes, I am a girl dad, my child's spoiled, I ain't gonna lie. But as a girl dad, my daughter, there's only but so much I would let her do on social media. Like she's old enough where she can have all that. She has Instagram. I'm pretty sure she has Snapchat because That's where all the kids are today. And I'm 100% sure she has TikTok. Because the funny shit is, her mama on TikTok. The fuck you doing on TikTok? You don't need to be ticking and talking. What is wrong with you? I don't have a TikTok, but that's just because I'm not really that interested. Even though that's the platform where everybody's at. It's either that, Snapchat, and Instagram. Facebook is more for an older crowd. So that's why I'm trying to merge all of these together. When my co-hosts come through, we're gonna discuss a way to merge all of them together because I need them to have their friends on one platform. My friends will be on the other platform, and everybody can be. We may be able to, merge the two platforms together and get everybody together, and we can have the conversation, the older, younger generation, meet in the middle somewhere. But let me humor people like this. So, like I said, using me as an example, my daughter, like I said, she's 15. She uses TikTok, she uses Snapchat, she uses Instagram. I'm still always worried about that because my daughter is still 15, and if I was to show you a picture of my daughter, she's not your average 15-year-old. My daughter got all the curves that you could imagine. And I want people to understand. People are like, oh, that sounds a little pedophile. Hell no. That's my daughter. I got to look at her. She does. She has all the curves. What the fuck? Her mother got all the curves. She do too. What? I mean, like, is there anything wrong I'm saying it? If you can't look at your children and know that they working with something and knowing you might be in trouble as a parent, then you not a good parent. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And because I got to make sure my daughter don't go out there and be doing no stupid shit. And that brings me to why I think people are making too much of Kanye trying to protect his children or his daughter from social media. They're making way too much of this. And I also think that what he's saying about the black man and the fifth, he's right. Because let me explain something to you. There is no, in the system, the way it is set up, us as black men have no wins. If I decided to go out and have a baby right now and break up, and not even be in a relationship, just go fuck a woman, she gets pregnant, she wants to have the baby, I don't want to be bothered. It's not like I can absolve myself from anything because I could sign away my rights. And what will happen is, okay, you signed away your rights, but you're still responsible. The government will be like, yo, listen, that baby's here, and it has to be here, that baby needs to be taken care of. We're not doing it. And they'll put you on child support, even though you've already signed away your rights to this child. Even though you've already decided that you didn't want to be a part of this child's life. But there's no wins for that. And that's why I think Kanye's not wrong. Especially us as black men. They will get us any way they can, and that is one way they do it. So let's start there. Secondly, don't get me wrong. I'm on social media. I use it for what it is. I have to market my brand, which is So What You're Saying. I have to promote the shows. I have to promote what we do. And so, unfortunately, I have to be there. And there's other reasons why I'm there. Like, I have family that, don't get me wrong. I could have all their phone numbers in my phone, but I could find them all there. Both my cousins, one is in West Bubbly Boo, and the other one lives with my grandparents. And I can, That's where I can catch him. I have 4 uncles. That's where I can catch him. Unless I go visit them, which then is another scenario. I have my daughter's mom. She's on social media. If I can't reach her on the phone and I look on social media, I could always, this is a way to catch her. Because it may be important. So there's other reasoning behind me having social media. But to be on social media and be moving and grooving like these young people do, that's for young people. I'm using social media to network and promote. And the one thing social media has done is pull back the curtain for people's for things that we didn't know. Like if Biggie was alive in the social media age, that nigga, he couldn't fuck everybody he wanted to because the whole world would fucking know. So Tupac, same thing. If he wanted to run around slinging his dick in this age, he couldn't because the whole fucking world would know. And that's a reason why I think Kanye West is not wrong. These are our kids. We have to protect them. You see people getting bullied over social media, having mental breakdowns, suffering from depression over social media. It's not like they're doing this, like they're being bullied in public or anything like that. This is all over social media, over words. And I'm like, people are putting so much stock into this that it's like, what the hell? Like, you would think this was done in person. And you see kids committing suicide all the time. You see kids committing murders now over social media. So when Kanye says, hey, listen, I'm trying to just protect my daughter, social media is not a playground. People are really doing, I'm not in any way, shape, or form in any disagreement. And when he says, yo, I don't want my daughter up there, I'm not in any disagreement there either. Why is Kim not giving him the kind of, okay, I have to respect that's North's dad. North's dad feels like, oh, okay, listen, she shouldn't be there. My thing about that is North is like 8 years old, I think, 8 or 9. She shouldn't be on fucking social media anyway. Like if she's doing something with her mother on the social media, like I see all these parents doing little dances with their kids. That I can understand. But to be all on social media and have her own, nah, man, I don't give a fuck if you is monitoring that. Nah, I'm not with it. Like, wait till she gets a few years older, get into junior high school, and this is what I'm saying. This is why social media is not good. These kids are growing up so fast, and social media is not slowing it down. It's just accelerating it. And what Kanye really is doing is trying to assert not only his authority as a dad, but trying to tell you, hey, y'all and Kim, don't get me wrong, I haven't heard anything bad about her mothering, so I don't think she's that, that bad of a mother. But Kim, come on, man. You're a public figure. They will use anything. Like, let's put it this way. They could be doing a dance where North is shaking her ass. And the first thing, North, they won't even reference the fact that it's a dance. She did it for TikTok. It was supposed to be a ha-ha. And it's part of the dance. The headline will be North shakes ass for TikTok. You want your child to go through that? And then what makes it even worse is you're already going through something with Kanye and his divorce and you dating Pete Davidson, which by the way, Kanye, you left him because you knew he wasn't completely stable. My thing is, if you knew that he wasn't complete, you may want to keep Pete Davidson out of the spotlight with this because you could probably get him hurt. Because even though I don't, just personally, I don't think I have any inside information because, hell, I'm not an insider. But just personally, I don't think he has goons like that. He's not like Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z, I think, got goons. So I think Jay-Z, if it ever came to a situation where, him and Beyonce broke up and she doing the shit she's doing with another nigga, Jay-Z got goons. And he don't even have to have goons. I think he's so well respected in the street to get whoever it is just because that's Jay-Z. And you fucked around and made him look bad. So he's not on that level. Now, again, that's just me speaking from my own personal perspective. I don't have any inside information. But back to the question at hand. Not only are you're a public figure, they'll use whatever they can to get to you. They're already using this shit that you're going through with Kanye and Pete Davidson. This is a running joke on Instagram. Running fucking joke on Instagram. I mean, I see anytime they put text, skeet. The shit is a running joke. Shit is hilarious. It's a running joke. So my thing is, you may want to calm that down. But back to the lecture at hand. He's not wrong. He's definitely not wrong. He's not wrong for what he's doing. And my other thing is, this is where I kind of divvy off and think that he should, give Kim the benefit of the doubt. I understand that you are, wary. But if you think Kim is a great mother and all indications, anything you posted, all that says she's a great mother, notwithstanding this whole party thing and all that other stuff, then trust the mother of your child to make sure that she won't let your daughter put herself in any situation where she could be the headline. Because that's where the problem is. And Kanye, just from a brother to a brother, take your fucking medicine, bro. We all know you're nuts. Take your medicine, bro. Take your medicine. That's all I'm asking. Take your medicine. It's cool. Take your medicine. No. Please. Please. But that's how I feel about the Kanye situation. That's how I feel about everything with him going on with him and Kim. That's just an hilarity ensued. It's entertaining for social media, I'll tell you that. Because I see shit, like it's calmed down a lot now, but this shit is funny for social media. And you already talking about you don't want your daughter on social media. You just lighten it up for social media about this shit. But it's cool, though. It's cool. Like I said, Kanye, I don't disagree with you from a black father standpoint, but I do think you need to give your wife or your ex-wife a line to realize that, that she can, just, say, listen, I don't want my daughter on there, but if you're going to let her, please watch it. I don't want to be, and I would do this, because the first time she's a headline, it's over for that. The first time she's a headline, it's over for that. And that's where I stand on Kim and Kanye. And Pete Davidson, no funny shit. You might want to play the background, bro. That's just a little bit. You might just want to play the background. That's all. That's all. All right. So that was cool. I went through that. So, as always, we got to give one of these this week.
Get the fuck out of here!
Now, I haven't given one in a while, but I have a perfect one this week. This week's award goes to all my conspiracy theory people about anything conspiratorial. And the reason I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to box myself in one corner. But just hear me out on this one, people, and follow me. There are many conspiracy theories that have kind of been proven to be true. Like, we all know that the FBI conspired to infiltrate, or was it the CIA? One of those, to infiltrate the Black Panthers. We all know that it was the FBI that had Martin Luther King killed. We all know that it was the FBI that did in John F. Kennedy. So we know these things. These are not things that we don't know. These are not things that these are things that we all know. But there's certain things that you have to realize it's not a fucking conspiracy. It makes it be wild, but it's not a conspiracy. Case in point. And I'm only going to use COVID because this is the latest. Was the latest thing. I want people to understand something. Even though now that we're coming out of all this COVID stuff, it's real. People are still catching it. Like, I mean, now, I will say this. Hospitalizations aren't the same. I don't think deaths are the same. I haven't looked at the latest numbers, but I don't think deaths are the same. But people are still catching it. And was the one thing I've said since the beginning. Regardless of what you might think, who did what, how did, it is still, you're still going to catch it. And it's the same thing I said about the vaccine. This is my biggest thing. Oh, it's a money grab, this, that, and the next thing. How is it a money grab? It's free for everyone. Where's the money involved? Oh, because the government is paying these pharmaceutical companies to come up with a vaccine. And then there's the whole, they're putting a chip in you. First of all, there's no money to be had here. It is free. You don't even have to have insurance to go get a vaccine. It is free. I'm not understanding. How's that a conspiracy? Where's their money grab for that? I'm not understanding that. People are put so much stock in conspiracy. Case in point, the rumor of A$AP Rocky and Rihanna breaking up because he's fucking her shoe stylist. What? What kind of holy moly, okie dokie shit is that? They about to have a baby, yo. Ever since Rihanna with the biting with the Chris Brown and all that, she been a little wishy-washy, and I know people are a little upset at her because they waiting for this album, but she not going to give it to you till she ready because she a fucking billionaire right now. So it is what it is. But really? Like, y'all need to calm down. Conspiracy theorists, calm down. It's okay to sit back and say, you know what? All right, maybe there's nothing here to be seen. Don't get me wrong. There are some times where there's smoke, there's fire. But sometimes there's no smoke, and you're just making it. And I feel like you guys need to just bring it back. We good. Just wheel back. Everybody will be all right. Wheel back. And I want y'all to shut up with the shit. Because you're making it even worse when you have little kids. I have a friend who's, I think it was her nephew, was spouting some type of conspiracy theory that I could even pay no attention to it because I'm like, really? Really? Even worse, people are, you're just making stuff up because you can. That's a product of social media. It's a product of today's day and age. And all I got to say is, y'all need to shut the fuck up. Keep your conspiracies to yourself. Wait till there's proof of your conspiracy. Then put it out there. Like, yo, this is what it is. But no. Other than that, shut the fuck up. Nobody want to hear conspiracy. Because 99% of the time it's wrong. 99% of the time it's wrong. But y'all are not. So this is what's going to happen.
Get the fuck out of here!
And I'm dead ass. One more time.
Get the fuck out of here!
I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. Straight like that. And it's like, really? Like, all I want to do is I just want y'all to shut the fuck up and keep it moving. All right, y'all. This has been fun. It's been cool. 1 hour down, and I said what I had to say. So let's just remember, May 14th, the So What You're Saying Subscribe-a-thon and fundraiser, 12-hour stream, May 14th, from 12 p.m., so that's 12 noon to 12 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of games. Like I said, the schedule is not finalized. I thought I had it, and then Mr. Twitch fucked that up. But I thought I had it, so, so make sure you join us. Join us on a 12-hour stream. And also, if you can, find it in your heart to donate, you can donate to Zelle at Williams, Willie@gmail.com, on my Cash App, $Willie 381980, or you can Venmo me at Willie-Williams-123. There you go. But also, the best way to do this, to help us, is to do this. You can find us at sowwhatyoursayin5@gmail.com. That's SOWTSAYIN5@gmail.com. You can find us at So What You're Saying on Instagram. What Saying on Twitter. Gotta get active on that Twitter, right? You can find us at So What You're Saying on Facebook. Again, that's SOWTUSAYIN on Facebook. Gotta make sure I change that bumper screen. You can also find us at our website, coming soon, May 14th. www.sowwhatyoursayin.com. That's www.sowwhatyoursayin.com. You can also leave us a voicemail since the show is over. 347-559-6508. That's 347-559-6508. Again, please subscribe to us on Twitch. www.twitchtv.com/sowwhatyoursayin. You can follow us on Twitch. It's all free. And when we start taking subs, if you have an Amazon Prime account, it's going to be free. I think everybody has an Amazon Prime account because the damn pandemic helped us get one. Once again, I want to thank you guys for joining me on all three platforms. It seems like everything went well.